Football academies put years into developing kids, polishing raw talent into potential superstars. But sometimes, just when a youngster looks like the future of the club, bam! A bigger fish swoops in and takes them away. It happens more often than you think, and the names on this list will make you wonder how these clubs ever let them slip through their fingers. From teenagers stolen right under the noses of their boyhood teams to future stars snapped up for pocket change, today we're looking at 8 Wonderkids we still can't believe were poached from other academies. Number 8. Rhian Brewster. Rhian Brewster may now be at Derby County, but remember when he was one of England's hottest youth prospects, lighting up Liverpool's under-23s with insane finishing and a golden boot at the U17 World Cup? What makes his journey wild is that he originally came through Chelsea's setup before switching to Liverpool as a teenager. His family believed Anfield offered a better route to the first team. Jurgen Klopp agreed, but never gave him a Premier League start. He instead sent Brewster on loan to Swansea, where he scored 11 goals in 22 games. That form earned him a record £23.5 million move to Sheffield United, though it never truly clicked there. Watching him now, you can't help but think that move to Liverpool did nothing for his career. Number 7. Alejandro Garnacho. Alejandro Garnacho might be one of the controversial young stars at Manchester United today, much like most of their academy graduates. But did you know that he actually came through Atletico Madrid's academy? Alejandro Garnacho scored at least 30 goals for the Atletico Madrid academy, including 27 goals in 20 games at the age of 15. United had seen enough. They swooped in and signed him for just £420,000. At Atleti, he was seen as promising, sure, but not necessarily untouchable. United offered him a faster path to first-team football, and Garnacho jumped at the chance. In his first full season in rainy Manchester, the 2021-22 campaign, he played a starring role in the Red Devils' FA Youth Cup victory and followed in the footsteps of the likes of Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes and Marcus Rashford to be named their Jimmy Murphy Young Player of the Year. Number 6. Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho's leap from Manchester City's academy to the heart of Dortmund's attack is the kind of story fans still replay in disbelief. The young English winger left the Etihad at just 17 after refusing to sign a pro deal, desperate for first-team minutes instead of waiting in City's glittering traffic. He had scored 20 goals in 35 appearances for Manchester City's under-18, under-19 and under-23 teams between 2018, 2015 and 2017. He later scored 13 goals in 15 Premier League 2-game appearances for the City under-18s during the 2016-17 season. Dortmund spotted that hunger and paid around £8 million to bring him in, and that gamble paid off in spades. He flourished in Germany, exploding with goals, assists and flair, so much so that even Guardiola admitted losing him was a big problem. Not sure how he feels now after Sancho's recent struggles. Number 5. Rio Ngumoha. At just 16, he's already made history as the club's youngest ever Premier League goalscorer, announcing himself with that dramatic last-minute winner against Newcastle. But he wasn't supposed to be here. Ngumoha came through Chelsea's academy and was considered one of their brightest prospects, but he shocked the club by refusing to sign a scholarship deal at Cobham. Instead, he jumped ship to Anfield in the summer of 2024, believing Liverpool would offer him a quicker pathway to first-team football. Chelsea were furious, even banning Liverpool scouts from academy games afterwards, and when legends like John Terry are comparing his style to Eden Hazard, you can see why the Blues are still salty. Liverpool are the ones reaping the rewards of a wonderkid poached right under their nose. Number 4. Daniel Sturridge. He began in Aston Villa's academy but moved to Coventry City after his dad felt his natural flair was being suppressed. That triggered a dispute. Villa complained but Coventry won, paying just £30,000 in compensation. From there, City stepped in and plucked him from Coventry's youth setup. At Manchester City, he became the only player to score in the FA Youth Cup, FA Cup and Premier League all in one season. He then made waves at Bolton on loan, bagging 8 goals in just 12 games, and proved that even bigger things were coming. With a big move to Chelsea then, Sturridge kept shining, winning titles and dazzling in big games before finally unleashing his full potential at Liverpool. His 2013-14 season alone, scoring 21 Premier League goals and forming one of the deadliest duos in history, proved just how right Liverpool were to steal him early. It's a classic academy jumper who turned into a legend story, one that still gives rival clubs heartburn today. Number 3. Raheem Sterling. Sterling paved the way for London-born talent drawing attention in Merseyside. He moved to London after leaving Jamaica when he was 5 years old. He spent a few years with Alpha and Omega, a local youth team, before joining QPR's Academy, where he was scouted by all of the top Premier League teams. While there isn't a specific goal tally available for Raheem Sterling's entire time in the Queen's Park Rangers Academy, he is known to have scored 5 goals in a single FA Youth Cup match against Southend in 2011. Despite the interest from Chelsea, Fulham and Arsenal, Sterling's mother wanted him to stay away from London's gang culture. So Liverpool emerged victorious in the competition and paid £450,000 to sign the incredibly gifted 16-year-old. That turned out to be a wise purchase. At the time of his eventual £44 million move to Manchester City, he was the most expensive English football player in history. Number 2, Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe today is one of the most feared striker in world football. But here's the thing, his journey almost took a different path. He started kicking a ball in Bondy, a small suburb of Paris, at AS Bondy under the watchful eye of his dad. He quickly outgrew playing with kids his own, and scouts from dozens of clubs began circling. Even Chelsea reportedly showed interest when he was only 11. Instead of heading abroad, he took another route, landing at Clairefontaine, France's elite academy, where he continued to cause headaches for his session mates. From there, Monaco swooped in, poached him, and handed him his pro debut at just 16. So while big names vied for him early on, it was Monaco that grabbed him and launched a career trajectory that's still on fire. Number 1, Andres Iniesta. Born in a tiny Spanish village, he was running circles around kids at Albacete's academy before Barcelona scouts aggressively got involved. At just 12 years old, they brought him to La Masia, and it was a massive move. He was homesick, he cried, and his parents worried he might not cope. But once he touched the ball, coaches knew they had something special. Barcelona didn't just poach a talented midfielder, they stole away a player who would go on to define an era. Iniesta became the brain of Pep Guardiola's legendary side, the man who unlocked defenses with vision that felt almost supernatural. And beyond club football, he delivered Spain its greatest ever moment with that World Cup winning goal in 2010. From a small-town kid to a global icon, all because Barca spotted him early and dared to take him out of his comfort zone. And there you have it, Wonderkids who were snatched from one academy and went on to shine somewhere else. Some became legends, others left fans wondering what might have been, but all of them prove how brutal and fascinating the talent race in football really is. Now here's my question for you. There is a famous name we left out. Who do you think it is? Drop your answers in the comments. I'm curious to see who you pick. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss more stories like this. See you in the next one.
Oh, you've asked for it and we've finally delivered. Relive the glory days with the most iconic designs in football history. Whether you're a fan of classic club colours or legendary international strips, we've got something to ignite your nostalgia. Perfect for match days, casual wear, or adding to your collection. Shop the new retro range now at goal90.shop. Massive discounts await.